Have you ever wondered if van life was for you or tiny home living? Well, you don't need to buy a van or tiny home to be able to see what it could be like. You could rent a van or rent a unique stay in a tiny home. Or you could go to a tiny home festival like I did in Conyers, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. Stick around to see what the tiny home festival is like, as well as subscribe to the series if you want to see what my stay in an Airstreamer in Atlanta was like, and a city guide with the city pass in Discover Atlanta. How we handle our fears will determine where we go with the rest of our lives. I'm Sarah, an adventure and luxury travel blogger from Orlando. When I'm not exploring my home state of Florida, I'm traveling around the world and the US, trying to find adventure in everyday life, facing my fears and finding unique adventures and experiences to share and inspire. Be brave with me and face our fears together, and subscribe. Hey everybody, I'm here at the Welcome Center in Georgia. Surprise, surprise. I ended up deciding to go to the Tiny Home Festival in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta and Conyers. I'm gonna be meeting somebody who may be helping me with the solar and electrical on my van build because I really needed that help. But yeah, I'm super excited. And then I spoke to Discover Atlanta and another tiny home that I'll be staying in for 2 nights outside of Atlanta in the suburbs. It's a beautiful Airstreamer that's tiki themed. I'm very excited for this weekend. It was a surprise, pretty much last minute adventure, but that's what I love about road trips. They can be whatever you want them to be, and you can change your mind and go see whatever you want along the way on the road. Today I'm going to be stopping in Macon, Georgia because they're doing their International Cherry Blossom Festival, which is awesome because I really wanted to go see the cherry blossoms in DC, but I won't be able to make it this year because later on I'll be heading to LA. Due to the traffic, I arrived in Macon, Georgia later than I thought, after sunset, so I headed to the Rookery for an amazing burger and fries. Hello everyone and good morning. I woke up today in Macon, Georgia. I stopped here because they were having their International Cherry Blossom Festival, which I thought it would be unique to see what they look like. It is cold, so a lot of them have fallen. I'm just about to go grab some coffee and maybe a pastry and then head to Conyers, Georgia for the Tiny Home Festival. But yeah, Macon, Georgia is super cute. I've stopped here before and I loved it. There's a cute college town. It's very historic, and yes, definitely worth a stop if you are driving from Florida to Atlanta. Hey guys, I decided to take a detour from Conyers, Georgia, where the Tiny Home Festival is, to bring you to Covington, Georgia. You may recognize the church behind me as the church that you see in the Vampire Diaries and Legacies. Those are 2 of my favorite shows, and they were filmed here. Not only were they filmed here, but they filmed The Dukes of Hazzard here. They filmed Gone with the Wind, Sweet Home Alabama. This place is the Hollywood of the South. And if you come to Atlanta, you should definitely check this out. It's 32 miles away, short drive, and a beautiful day trip. If you want cute boutiques, restaurants that are just mouth-watering, and just the beauty of a small town Georgia, then this is a spot for you. Not only that, they've created the Vampire Diaries tours. They have film tours, self-guided walking tours that you can see where all of these places that were in the movies and TV shows you love were filmed. Also, if you are a huge fan of Vampire Diaries, they have the Mystic Grill. There's a huge line right now, but I definitely think it is worth it if you come. I came last May. There wasn't many people because of COVID, but definitely you can see tourism has picked up right now like that. See, this is one of the tours behind me. But yes, definitely come here. You'll see things from Vampire Diaries, so if you're a huge fan like me, it is definitely worth the trip. Feeling like a pick-me-up, I headed to Bread and Butter Bakery, which had amazing coffee and pastries, and checked out the Walk of Fame where I saw the Vampire Diaries stars plaques before heading to Conyers. Hey everybody, I'm at the Conyers Tiny Home Festival in Georgia. So excited to see some tiny homes, some vans, get some ideas for my own build, and also meet the guy who might be helping me with my electrical and solar panels. Let's go and check this out. United Tiny House Festival has been one of the largest in the world. Here you can tour schoolies, vans, and tiny homes to see what life is like and the lifestyle. There were some interesting houses on wheels, and I fell in love. From different walks of life, artists to digital nomads, there were many different types of people and different reasons of why they chose to live in vans and school buses.
Got a van?
Whether they were weekend warriors,
ProMaster
which means
high
just heading out on the weekends or on week vacations, or they were full-timers living out of a van, there was something for everyone. Oh my god, so I've been getting so many amazing ideas at this tiny home festival in Georgia, and I've seen schoolies, I've seen shuttle buses that have been converted, and just some amazing tiny homes that it's really given me the motivation to complete my own build. It's such a difficult thing sometimes. There's so many options and overwhelming aspects of it, but in the end I'm seeing these people and I'm like, these are my people, and it's just getting me the motivation and the kick in the ass to get my build done. But yes, this is definitely an amazing thing. If you ever thought of it, you need to come to a tiny home festival, and the one in Georgia is pretty darn cool, and so are the people. The creativity and hard work that goes into these vans and schoolies, as well as tiny homes, astounded me. Every one was built to the specific specifications of the owners for their needs and wants. It was amazing. At night, there was also a great gathering of van and schoolie people for music. Hey guys, I'm here at the Georgia Tiny Home Festival. I slept here for the night because the leader of the festival, John, was like, you can park here, hang, and it was amazing because I got to really meet people that are living this life and doing it and on the road. See, there's some vans here, but definitely an amazing time so far, and so excited for day 2. This was the first major event that I had been to, and the size and scale of this tiny home festival had been scaled back, but the people and the vans and schoolies that came out were so worth it. And I'm so glad that I was able to experience some of their first events with them and see their new homes on wheels that they had just built during the pandemic. What I learned was a lot of people's van builds and schoolie builds took time, and it made me feel less bad about my own build. After an amazing time at the United Tiny Home Fest, it was time to pack up and head to Atlanta to discover some amazing things like the National Civil Rights Museum, the downtown area of Atlanta, the food markets, the aquarium, and even get to stay in a tiny house myself. So stick around and subscribe and leave any questions you have below in the comments.